Booyah! Free $70 invested and I didn't have to do anything to get it? That's what I'm talking about. Let's get it. What's up guys? Jay Graff back at it again with another portfolio update video. Today I got on my Allen Iverson jersey. Big AI fan, has probably the best crossover of anyone in NBA history. If you disagree, please comment below. But today I'm going to share my portfolios with you all, and I'm also going to talk about two different ways I add extra money to my portfolio every single month. So the first thing that I want to talk about is my credit card cashback rewards. So I signed up for a credit card about 6 months ago, and it offers a 1% cashback, and they also will match that 1% at the end of a year. So I'm effectively getting 2% cash back. I pay off my credit card debt every single month. I never carry a balance, which means I'm never charged any sort of interest. So this 2% that I'm receiving for simply buying things that I'd be buying anyways is essentially free money that I can use to invest in my M1 Finance portfolio. So I use a Discover credit card, and it's kind of geared towards students and people who don't have much of a credit history. I didn't have any problems getting approved for it. If you all are interested in it, I will include a link in my description. If you all sign up using this link, you all will get a $50 statement credit, and I will also get a $50 statement credit. Now, before you all go and sign up, I will say if you don't plan on paying off your balance every single month, I would not use a credit card. You can run into a lot of problems with the high interest rate that a lot of credit cards charge. So if you're not planning on paying off the full balance every month, I would stay away personally. Credit cards are a good tool. They're great for getting that cash back. And there's some other benefits. It's really easy to reverse purchases. Any sort of fraud that happens, you're usually covered in some way. Credit card companies will help work with you to get everything resolved. So credit cards are a good tool to use, but if you use them incorrectly, they can get you into some trouble. So I just wanted to let you all know that. Take that into consideration before you decide to sign up. So that's the first method I use to add extra money to my portfolio, is I use that cash back that I receive for buying things that I'd be buying anyways, and I put it into my portfolio to boost the amount of money in my M1 Finance portfolio and thus enhance the dividends that I am receiving. The second method that I use to add more and more money to my portfolio every month is I actually use Fiverr. So Fiverr is a platform where you can sell services ranging from $5 to up to $1,000, I believe. So what you do is you offer a certain service, and if somebody wants to buy that service, they can do so. Everything takes place on that app, and it's a good way to earn some extra income. I started out writing some articles for people. That went pretty well. If you are pretty good at writing, pretty good at English, there is definitely some opportunity to make some money on there, to make some extra side income. Right now what I've been doing is I have a blog that I've built up since high school, and I actually sell advertising on that. So I'll sell like $5 link posts or photo posts where people can advertise a product or service on my blog. So that's been going pretty well for me. I've been getting more and more orders over this since the beginning of the year. So I think because of that, I'll probably be able to add an extra $50 or $60 to my portfolio here pretty soon. So with that, since I've covered the two different ways that I add extra money to my portfolio outside of my paycheck, I think I'll go ahead and jump into my M1 Finance portfolio. All right guys, so here we are looking at my M1 Finance portfolio. So over this past trading day, I am up 0.3%. Over this past week, I am up 1.77%. Over this past month, I'm up 1.95%. Over this past quarter, I'm up 5.51%. And all time since I started this portfolio last July, I am up 13.6%. So still pretty happy with where this portfolio is at. I'll swipe to the right and show you all how this portfolio has looked. So here on this screen, you all can see a nice upward looking graph. Now, keep in mind that every time I invest money, this graph will go up. It's not showing how much I've earned. It's showing the total value of my account. So as you all can see, it's kind of a nice steady line because I've been continually investing, 10 or 20 bucks every week. I have reached $15 in all-time earned dividends, which I'm excited about. I think that number will go up and up and up faster and faster and faster as I continue to deposit money into this account. So I will show you all my activity from this past week. So as you all can see here, on the 10th, I deposited $72.47. This was actually all the money that I have received in credit card rewards since July when I opened up my credit card. It is only the 1%. So in July of this year, they will actually match the 1% that I've received this past year, bringing the total up to 2%. So as soon as I get that money in July, I'm definitely going to dump it right into this M1 Finance portfolio, keep it rolling. So as you can see, M1 Finance went ahead and purchased some shares for me. I don't know why they did it, but they did it in a couple different chunks. The first chunk was they bought 93 different stocks and they spent $46.54. And then later here on the 11th, they spent about $17. I'm not sure why they do it like that. I don't know why they don't just buy all the shares at once. I think it's probably because of the liquidity of the shares and how it works with partial shares that maybe there just weren't shares available to buy all at once at that one time, so they had to split it up, which is fine with me. So as you all can see, on the 11th, I got a 11-cent dividend from AG&C Investment Corporation, 8 cents from Nucor, a steel company, 3 cents from Apple, 9 cents from Whitestone Real Estate Investment Trust, 5 cents from Abbott Laboratories, 15 cents from AbbVie, 8 cents from Clorox, 7 cents from Colgate Palmolive, 15 cents from Cross Timbers Royalty Trust, 2 cents from Interplus, 6 cents from Main Street Capital, 19 cents from Omega Healthcare Investors. They are probably one of my favorite real estate investment trusts. I got 5 cents from Pembina Pipeline Corporation, and you all will see this 1 cent negative dividend. This is because it is an ADR, so there are some additional fees associated with investing in this company and the dividends you see you received from them. And I got 4 cents from Realty Income. So actually had quite a few dividend payments in this past week. And I have noticed they are growing in size. I think I say this every single week, but it's very slow. But you can definitely tell that the dividend payments are growing. So one of the things that I really love about dividend investing is that you are investing in solid companies with proven business models, and a very oversimplified version of what these companies do is essentially you invest, let's say, $1 into these companies. They take your dollar and they buy raw materials and pay workers to make a product that they then sell for $1.25 or $1.50. It's in essence exactly how a business should work, but it's very cool seeing investing in these proven companies where essentially you're just giving them money that they use to generate more and more money. So when you really think about dividend investing, it makes a whole lot of sense, and I think that's why I really love it. I still invest in some growth companies, and I will show them to you here in a second in my Robinhood portfolio, but I think that's probably my favorite thing about dividend investing is it just makes sense. So with that, I think that's all I have to say this week about my M1 Finance portfolio. We'll go ahead and jump into my Robinhood portfolio. So here we are in my Robinhood portfolio, and this portfolio has been doing pretty well lately as well. Over the past day, I'm up 0.37%. Past week, I'm up 0.55%. Past month, I'm up 0.72%. Past 3 months, I'm up a little over 7%. Past year, I'm up 18.7%, and all time, I am up 23.7%. So still doing pretty well. As you all can see, there was a little bit of a dip right here, but my portfolio has rebounded, and it is close to all-time highs for it. So as I scroll down, you all will see I have a two option strategy that I'm using on the Standard & Poor's 500. I'm not going to go too in depth into that. Pretty much it is a little side project that I have. I want to learn about options trading. I'm using pretty low risk strategies, low risk, low reward. But it's been interesting learning about them, and I've really enjoyed it. So kind of looking at stocks this week. Big thing for me is Chegg. I love talking about Chegg on this channel, and Chegg dropped a bunch. And I actually really would like to pick up some more shares right here because Chegg had a pretty good earnings report, in my opinion. There was a little kind of a blip in, I think, their earnings for the first quarter of last year. Something just didn't look quite right. I'll have to do a little more research on it. I was reading an article about it, and they said that was the main reason why it dropped. But Chegg actually adjusted their earnings guidance and said that they were going to earn more than they originally expected over this next year, which is usually a really good sign. So I'm really surprised that it dropped from almost $45 down to $40, and I think this might be a great buying opportunity. Outside of that, not too much went on. Waste Management reported their earnings. Nothing too unexpected. I'm still doing really well with them, up about 31.4%. I'd love to buy more shares of Waste Management. If it drops down any, I think I would definitely have to pick some up. I just love their business model. There's always going to be trash. I think it's a great stock. I think it's somewhat recession resistant. Visa continues to do well for me, up almost 75%, and even one of my biggest losers is not doing that bad anymore. Geo, it is a company that does private prisons, and in this past 3 months, they're actually up 19%. Now, over this past year, not doing too great. They're down 23.3%, but a nice little rebound. They are a dividend paying stock. They pay a pretty nice dividend. Personally, I don't think I would buy any more shares of them right now, but it might be something to keep on your radar. Outside of that, I don't have too much else to talk about. I will show you all, I did receive some dividends in Robinhood this past week. Omega Healthcare Investors, like I said, one of my favorite real estate investment trusts, got a dividend of $3.35. Realty Income paid me 23 cents. Got some tax information here. I bought some Energy Transfer this about 2 weeks ago, and they are going to pay me a dividend. I'll show you all my upcoming pending dividends. Got 87 cents that'll be coming in from ExxonMobil, $1.90 from Pfizer, 90 cents from Visa, 96 from Geo, which we just talked about, the private prisons company. 62 cents from Paychex, 31 cents from Energy Transfer, and 75 cents from Procter & Gamble. So very happy with this portfolio. It's doing well. The market as a whole has been doing pretty well over these past couple of years. So I've kind of been the beneficiary of that. But definitely can't complain with a 23.7% gain all time. So with that, I think I'll wrap up today's video. I appreciate you all watching. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit the like button if you've enjoyed today's video, and press the little bell so you all will be notified when I post future videos. So once again, thank you all very much for watching, and JGraph out.